So yeah, it's been a while since I uploaded. Anyway, I'm sure a lot of you have been enjoying Baldur's Gate 3 for the last time as well. But there are some things out there that suggest we are getting new content. I mean, we already had full patches for the full game. Mostly they were just major improvements and bug fixes, but they threw in some extra content too, like a new ending for Karlach that I won't spoil here. But also other smaller things like the magic mirror where you can change the look of your character. But while all of this is great, many people are waiting for something more or new reasons to play the game. And that was until I saw this Reddit post from Wolverino93. He saw a new achievement pop up called Foehammer, and it requires you to complete the game in honor mode. But Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't have an honor mode, right? Correct, and if you're wondering what that is, it's an Iron Man mode on the tactician difficulty, meaning a hardcore difficulty mode and you only have one save file. And for example, if someone dies in your party, it auto saves the game. So if all of your party members are dead, then that's it. It's truly a wipe and you have to start over. Now, this is really great for those who want to start another playthrough but seek a harder challenge. Larian did have this difficulty before in their older games, like Divinity Original Sin 2, so it's cool to see it will be coming to Baldur's Gate 3 as well. When? We don't know yet, but this achievement didn't pop on GOG for nothing. I do wonder if this is the only thing we'll get in the next patch, or that there will be more content or additional achievements, but all we have to do is wait for more info. In terms of other new stuff coming, the only thing we know is that the Xbox version is coming out this year. The latest bit of news we got on this is from Cromwell on Twitter, saying the following. We'll know the release date once we're confident in the release version. The plan is still before the end of the year. The key takeaway here should be that we really want a good version that Xbox fans deserve. This means we'll work on it until we're happy to release it. So yeah, as he said, the plan is still this year, but they want it to be as good as it can be. And one of the replies under that tweet is, you know how to make us really happy, a physical edition, where he replies with a nod. So it seems Larian is aware people want a physical release as well. Anyway, if we're talking about new content in this video, what people mostly wanna see is a big chunk of new content, like in a DLC or expansion. And believe me, Larian is very aware of this, and that people want more content for the game. And I mean, Baldur's Gate 3 sold an incredible amount of copies. And most studios do sell additional DLC or expansions when a game sells this well. The last thing Sven Vinke, the game director, said about this was in a D&D interview with Todd Kendrick. He said an eventual DLC doesn't necessarily have to be at the end of the game. There are several ways to implement DLC, like with different locations and different characters. Sven also said they could raise the level cap, but you will get a different game thanks to it being a different experience at higher levels. So all of this confirms they are thinking about it, but not every game that sells well will get a DLC or an expansion, because some studios just want to move on to the next project, which is also understandable. So let's take a look at their previous game, Divinity Original Sin 2, which also sold a lot. What they did for that game was release mod support, some smaller free DLC, and after the release of the definitive edition they moved on to their next game. And this could be the case for Baldur's Gate 3 as well. I do think a big patch similar to an enhanced or definitive edition could come out, whether they name it similar or not, with a lot of changes thanks to community feedback. Maybe also some smaller free DLC, but whether we get a big DLC or expansion, I'd say it's 50-50 at this point. Now let's move on to the next bit. Some people think this video of the voice actors coming together means they are in the studio to record new voice lines, so meaning new content is coming. And while that could be the case, I don't think it is. They also met for playing D&D together, they also meet at different conventions, so this video could have been before one of those moments. I'm not denying it, but it's not a flat out confirmation as well. So all in all, let's make a conclusion. Yes, more content is coming to the game, but not yet confirmed in terms of paid DLC or a big expansion. That is probably still on the table, but looking at that interview, we know Larian is thinking about it. But thanks to the new achievement popping up on GOG, we'll know a new patch is coming with a new hardcore difficulty called Honor Mode. Again, meaning you only have one save file on the tactician difficulty. And it will also likely include a ton of other fixes, but whether more achievements or more content is coming in that patch, we don't know yet. But currently, Larian is still working hard to improve the game. I mean, patch 4 literally came out last week. And the reason I didn't go over these patches is because they were just mostly bug fixes and some smaller features, but nothing major to announce. I mean, they are very great improvements to the game and there are literally thousands of fixes out there. But I didn't usually report bug fixes on this channel and only focused on bigger features coming to the game. But okay, let's do a very quick recap so I'm all up to date. Patch 1 had a ton of bug fixes. Patch 2 had a new ending for Karlach, a wardrobe where you can finally dismiss characters of your friends, and also a ton of fixes. Patch 3 was the release of the Mac version of the game and released the magic mirror where you can change the look of your characters, and again a ton of bug fixes. And last but not least, patch 4, which came with improved performance with FSR, accessibility features, and once again more bug fixes. So yeah, nothing really major to announce in those patches, but when I saw this report of a new difficulty pop up, I think it was worth covering. So yeah, there are definitely more patches to look forward to, and if new content gets announced, whether the new difficulty option or eventually something bigger without paid DLC or expansion, I will tell you all about it. If I don't take another 3-month break, that is. Anyway, thank you guys for watching and I will see you next time.